Now paper number 36, question numbers 1 to 6, 1 to 5. Now these 5 questions are based on seating arrangement. How many people are there? 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now these people are seated in a row and some of them are facing north and some of them are facing south, clearly given. Then some of them are facing south and some of them are facing north. Then the first condition, M sits fifth to the left of O. O faces south. O faces south, clearly given. As O is facing south, M sits fifth to the left of O. Then what are the different possibilities? Now, can O be at this place or not? O is here, facing south, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, M will be here, that is one possibility. Then what is the second possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now in this one, M does not sit at any of the extreme ends of the line is also clearly given. And the second possibility is, if O is facing south, then M will be here. There are only 2 possibilities because M cannot be at any of the extreme ends of the line. Only 3 people between M and I. 3 people between M and I in the first case, I must be here. Only 3 people between M and I. And in the second case, I must be here. O and I must be adjacent to each other. L sits second to the right of P. L is seated second to the right of P. And P is neither an immediate neighbor of I nor L, nor O. P is neither an immediate neighbor of I nor O. P cannot be here. And P cannot be here and P cannot be here as well. Isn't it? Then, whatever this one, L is not an immediate neighbor of M. L is not an immediate neighbor of M. As L is not an immediate neighbor of M, L cannot be in these 2 places. And here also L cannot be in these 2 places. This is what the information we have. Then let us check out for this L. Can L be at this place? If L is at this place, then P sits second to the left of L. L sits second to the right of P. L sits second to the right of P. That condition is invalid because if L is here, then P and M must be in the same place, which is not possible. L cannot be here as well. As L cannot be here, then can L be at this place? Now tell me whether L can be at this place or not. L can be at this place, tell me. Afterwards, let us discuss about this one. Can L be here or not? No. Why? If L is here, then this P must be either in this place or in this place, which is not possible. Then if you check out here, L cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. Then what is the only possibility left to this L? L must be here. If L is here, then whatever the other person here, P must be here. As L is here and P must be here, then an information regarding this one, the direction. What is the direction here? P sits, L sits second to the right of P. As L is seated second to the right of P, and this P must be facing towards which direction? South. Then P is facing towards south. Then only L is second to the right of P. Then again coming to this one. Now L cannot be in these 2 places. Then can L be here? L cannot be here as well, because if L is here, P must be either in the place of I or in the place of M, which is not possible. L cannot be here as well. Can L be here? L cannot be here as well, because if L is here, P must be in the place of I, which is not possible. There is no place left for this one. The only place which is left for is L is here. If L is here, then P will be here. As P is here, P sits, L sits second to the right of P. Then now also this P must be facing towards which direction? P must face towards south. In both the cases, P must face towards south only. Done with this one? Now we have finalized the positions of this P and L. Now the direction of P is facing towards south. The next one. What is the other information? Tell me. L is not an immediate neighbor of M. Both the immediate neighbors of L face north. Immediate neighbors of L are facing towards north. This person is facing north. Then whoever the neighbor, that person must also face towards north. Both the immediate neighbors of L are facing north. This person and this person are facing towards north. And both the immediate neighbors of J face south. Immediate neighbors of J are facing south. Then can J be at this place? Can J be here or not? If J is here, then yes, P and L can face towards south. There is a possibility. Then can J be at this place? If J is here, these 2 persons can face towards south. There is a possibility. Hence, there are 2 possibilities to this J. Next one, J face, both the immediate neighbors of J faces south. K and N are not immediate neighbors of each other. Now, sir, if you fix the J at this place, if you fix J at this place, now these are the two places left over. In those two places, K and N must be here. But whereas K and N cannot be adjacent to each other, which implies that J cannot be at this place. Are you following this one or not? As J cannot be here, then tell me whether J can be at the last place at the end? No. Why it is no? Because both the immediate neighbors of J means there must be two neighbors to this J. Hence, J cannot be at this end, J must be here. J is here. If J is here, both the immediate neighbors of J are facing towards south, these two persons are facing towards south. Done with this? Both the immediate neighbors of J are facing towards south. And similarly here also, both the immediate neighbors of J are facing towards south, J cannot be at this place, J cannot be at this place, hence J must be here. If J is here, both these two persons must face towards south, isn't it? Then, both the immediate neighbors of N faces south. Immediate neighbors of N is facing south, N cannot be here because N should have two neighbors. Hence, N must be here. If N is here, this L must also face towards south. Immediate neighbors of N is facing south. But where is here? Can we have N at this place? No. Why? Because two neighbors are not there. N cannot be here as well. Hence, the second case is completely ruled out because there is only one neighbor to N, but not two. And this case is completely ruled out. Then who is the person left over here? K is the person left over. K must be here. And both the immediate neighbors of N faces, so J faces a direction opposite to that of M. M and J are opposite to each other. M is facing south and this J must face towards north. Done with this? This is how these 8 persons are seated in a row facing towards different directions. Some of them are towards north and some of them are facing towards south. Then in this one, tell me how many of them are facing towards south? 5 persons are facing south and only 3 persons are facing towards north. Done? Now this is about question numbers 1 to 5. Yes, shall I explain the questions or not required? Okay, fine. First write down this one. Then let us discuss about this question number 6 and 7. Now in this question number 6 and 7, these statements may either be, in the question there are two statements A and B, these statements may either be independent causes or effects of independent causes or a common cause. One of these statements may be the effect of the other statement as well. Read both the statements carefully and decide which of the following answer choice correctly depicts the relationship between these two statements. Clear? Then let us go back to question number 6. Now in this question number 6, two events were given. What are those two events? Event A and event B. Now in this event A, what is the statement here? Over 350 villages in water stressed. No. 350 villages in water stressed Puru district. Now here he is talking about what? Water stressed Puru district will now have no water woes. Water woes means what is this? What do you mean by this woes? Woes means there are no problems at all. As of now, earlier these 350 villages used to suffer a lot of water crisis, but as now there is no water problems at all. Why? Why there is no water problems? Because the ongoing Apna plan project drawing water from the nearest biggest canal is providing potable drinking water to a population of 9 lakhs for 7 to 8 hours a day in this parched region. Yes, what do you mean by this one parched region? Parched means, what do you mean by the word parched? Parched means very thirsty, dry, hot. Isn't it? Guntu endipotundi antaru chusara? That's what we mean by parched. Clear? Parched region. Now sir, earlier these 350 villages used to suffer a lot, okay, because of very less drinking water availability. But whereas now what happens here? Because of this Apna plan project, now in this Apna plan project they are drawing some water from the canal, isn't it? Through the biggest canal, nearest biggest canal, now they could able to provide this potable drinking water. Potable drinking water, and for how many persons? Around 9 lakhs people, around 7 to 8 hours per day. That means by doing so, now this region is not suffering with this drinking water at all, drinking water crisis. Clear now? This is the result. Then what is about the next one here? Puri district. Now why this has been done here? Now this is the result of something, isn't it? Hence A is what? A is the result because we are getting the result. The next one, Puru district has been facing water shortage since long, and women of villages in this district have requested, underline this word. Now the women of this district have requested the authorities to make some arrangement for them, as they have to travel at least 5 kilometers to fetch potable water. Okay, in order to fetch a fetch a potable of water, at least one pot of water, they have to travel around 5 kilometers every day. Hence these women have requested the authorities. As the women have requested the authorities, now the authorities have taken a decision and they have implemented that decision. Hence, what is the cause here? B is the cause, A is the effect. Why the authorities have done this one? Because these women, okay, these women have clearly requested them to give a solution to this one. Hence, B is the cause, A is the effect. As B is the cause and A is the effect, then tell me what is your answer here? Statement B is the cause and A is its effect, that is choice 2 is the answer. Done with this? Hence, in these type of cause and effect type of questions, first we should always find out the chronological order or the sequential order. What do you mean by this sequential order? Between these two events A and B, first we should identify which event is happening first and which is followed by that one. Yes, what is the necessity of checking out this? Because the event which happens first is what? Is a cause, which is followed by that one is an effect. Now, in this sequential order, B is happened first, hence it is the cause, and it is followed by A, hence it is an effect. Done with this? Now, this is about question number 6. Then 7th one. Now, in this question number 7, over the past 2 weeks, underline this word, past 2 weeks. Over the past 2 weeks, our city's power situation has become alarmingly bleak. Yes, what do you mean by this word bleak? Bleak means very bad situation, isn't it? There is no hope at all. Very bleak. Bleak chances means very, very less chances. Okay? And alarmingly bleak, very bad situation. And power supply to most residential and commercial areas has been erratic. Then what do you mean by this erratic here? Erratic means we are not sure about this one, when this power comes and when will it goes off. Eppudu vastundo teliyadu, eppudu potundo teliyadu. And erratic at best, with outages extending for up to 12 hours. What do you mean by this one? Outages here, outage means there is no supply at all. In some of the cases in this power supply, power cuts, now there were some, in some of the cases we have to wait for at least 12 hours a day and for the power to come. Okay, outages means no power supply, extending for up to 12 hours a day, power cuts have 12 hours a day. And power cuts have been, now here there is a full stop here, power cuts have only become more frequent than before. Earlier it was not the case, but is now in the last 2 weeks. What happens here? They have become more frequent. Even as the authorities continue to boast, now here, the authorities are continue to boast about the city's power reserves. Now the city is having power reserves, is what the statement made by these authorities. That means according to them, there is no power crisis at all. As there is no power crisis at all, still these people are facing this problem. Means then what is the problem here? The problem is with the distribution rather than the supply. They are having the power, abundant power, but whereas still they are having the power cuts, isn't it? Power shortages. What could be the reason here? Because the power which they are having, they are not distributed correctly, properly, isn't it? Hence, in order to solve this problem, then what is the thing that has to be done? Now, the distribution should be, isn't it? Should be checked in. Now, it comes under which category? It comes under courses of action. If the question is given about the course of action, then you should check out like that. Because the problem is what? The distribution, then the course of action must be related to that one. But whereas here, the question is not about course of action, the question is about what? Weakens the statement. Weakens the statement by whom? By the citizen of city J. Here, this is not about the weakening the statement of the authorities. This is, now we have to weaken the statement made by this J. What is the statement made by this person J? Now, in the last 2 weeks, the power supply is very bad, isn't it? Now, in order to weaken this one, there is no problem in this power supply in the last 15 days, that is what we are supposed to prove. Then only we can weaken the statement. వాడు ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్ చెప్పాడు. ఏం స్టేట్మెంట్ చెప్పాడండి? గత 2 వారాలుగా ఎప్పుడు కరెంట్ వస్తుందో ఎప్పుడు పోతుందో ఎవరికీ తెలియట్లేదు. ఒక్కొక్కసారి పోతే అది 12 గంటల వరకు రావట్లేదు, ఇజెంట్ ఇట్? కానీ ఈ అథారిటీస్ అందరూ ఏం చెప్తున్నారు? మన దగ్గర చాలా పవర్ ఉంది, మనం కంగారు పడవలసిన, ఇదంతా ఇట్స్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఏ ఫేక్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ లా మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ఓకే, దెన్ then weaken the statement. Weaken the statement and our statement weaken cheyali the citizen. Vaadu em antunnadu power supply correct ga ledu antunnadu. Problems unnayi annadu. Manam em prove cheyali problems levu, power problems levu ani prove cheyali. It is directly weakening the argument. Weakening the argument is nothing but countering that one. Then the government of city J had promised its citizens 2 years ago that every house will get uninterrupted power supply shortly. Now, in the statement he is talking about the 2 weeks, but as here this choice one is related to 2 years back statement, hence this is nowhere related to this one. Clear? And again, this is not countering the statement made by this citizen J. The next one, some people are of the opinion. Here he is talking about only some people are of the opinion. That too it is an opinion. It is not a study or so. Study means it is a proven fact. But as here it is not a study, it is an opinion made by some of the citizens that the power generation companies in city J have been selling its surplus power to adjoining cities just to earn profit. Now, sir, here what is the statement made by this one authorities? We have abundant power with us. Still we are having the problem which implies that maybe there is a case wherein these people are selling this power to some other people, isn't it? Hence this is what, this is countering the authority statement. And in order to weaken the statement made by this authority, this will be your answer, isn't it? But where is the third one? What is the third one here? The results of a recent poll. Now here he is talking about what? Result. A result of a recent poll. Then in the second one it is an opinion, but as here it is a result. Result means a proven fact. A result, the results of a recent poll conducted in city J. Here he is talking about city J only. Revealed that many citizens are happy that they did not have to face any power cut. That too during the past 5 weeks. During the past 5 weeks, in the statement is talking about 2 weeks, but whereas from the last 5 weeks there is no problem at all. Hence, whatever the statement made by this J is false or not. What is the statement made by this person? From the last 2 weeks we are suffering a lot with this power, but as here clearly given. That too it is a result made by that. Most of the people have given the judgment. Clear? That from the last 5 weeks there is no power crisis at all. Hence, what is your answer here? Choice 3 is the answer. Then this is how to look into the questions on critical reasoning. The reason why I am stressing most in this one is the Canara Bank type of questions will definitely have some 12 to 15 questions on critical reasoning. 12 to 15 definitely. Okay? And at the same time in the recently held IBPS PO examination also, how many questions he has given? He has given something like 8 questions. But whereas the number of marks awarded to this one were 12 marks. Though the questions were 8, but whereas for some of the questions there were some 2 marks awarded. Hence in total 12 marks is the weightage in the recently held IBPS PO examination. And this is the very basic reason why I am consistently insisting you to keep concentration on this one. And still most of the people you are leaving these questions assuming that these comes under English language. Then question number 8, chesar 8th one. Now question number 8. Now in country Y. In country Y, state C is the hub of IT companies. What about this one? State C is the hub for what? IT companies. Whereas its neighboring state A, is majorly an agriculture state. Now this is majorly on agriculture state. The difference does not end here. It is not only the difference, there are n number of differences. What is the difference here? The one more. Obviously, state C has better infrastructure and transport facilities because IT companies, that means, hence, now with the, what are the resultant of this one? The results will be infrastructure will be good. Then, the government of country Y. Now here, the government of country Y means the central government of this country Y. It is not talking about the state government. Country Y wants to set up a few chemical factories in either one of the states. Now either in C or in A, now this government has decided to set up chemical factories in these two, any one of these 2 states. Then which of the following can be a reason? Can be the reason for the government to choose state A. Finally, they have chosen, let us take for example, they have chosen state A over state C, isn't it? Then what could be the reason why the government, the country, why government has chosen state Y instead of state C? What could be the reason? Chappan, instead of state C. What could be the reasons? Fine. Yes, what is the choice you got? Tell me. Good. Now the disposal. The disposal of what? The disposal of waste material. The disposal of waste material from these factories can be easily done on farmlands of state C. No, it is not the intention of the government, isn't it? Here they are not talking anything regarding the dumping of this waste material. Now they are insisting upon what? In order to strengthen the state or in order to show some industrial development in that state. Hence first one cannot be run. Yes, second one. State, whatever this one state, state jet. Here he is talking about state jet. It is not two. State jet which is also in country. How do we know which is also? That means which is also in that country which implies that he is not talking about state A and state C. అక్కడ మనకి 2 పడింది, అది 2 ఏంటో మనకి తెలియదు, ఏ అవ్వచ్చు, సి అవ్వచ్చు, ఇంకేదైనా అవ్వచ్చు. కానీ విచ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ ద కంట్రీ విచ్ ఎంప్లాయిస్ దట్ he is not talking about A and C. Can you definitely confirm this one or not? It is an inference that can be done. As he is talking about state jet, nothing can be specified about this one. Here we should talk about what? Here we should discuss about why they are preferring state A to state C. Now we will discuss here. But as here he is talking about something like state jet which is nowhere related to this one, directly ruled out. Then third one, all major suppliers for material to be used for the construction of these factories are based in state C. If they were based in state C, then they have to prefer state C than state A. But as the question is about why they are preferring A instead of C, and this cannot be the reason. This is the reason why they have preferred for C rather than to A. Then 3 is also ruled out. Having chemical factories in an agriculture state could have side effects on the fertility of the soil. If it is, that is, it is giving a negative result. As it is giving negative result, then if the question is given like this, which of the following cannot be the reason? Cannot be the reason for the government to choose state A instead of state C, then choice 4 will be your answer. Because it is a negative effect. What is the negative effect here? All the fields. Now sir, the main, now the states A is completely based on what? Agri-based. As it is agri-based, hence its economy will definitely be affected by this one. Hence choice 4 is also cannot be your answer. Then what is your answer? 5 is the answer. Infrastructure and transport facilities will improve in state A. In order to improve the infrastructural facilities and at the same time transport facilities, only after industrialization increases, and these factors could be the first step towards it. Now earlier he has discussed it between these two. C is having good infrastructure facilities, A is not having that one. In order to increase the facilities, what is the first step here? If the industries were there, then infrastructure facilities will also grow up. And this is the reason why the government has chosen A instead of states. Clear? Choice 5 is the answer. Fine. You have done well. Though the key is a different one, but whereas you have opted for the right one. Andike key to sambandham ledhu manaku. Done with this? This is about question number 8. The 9 and 10? Yes, come out with the numbers then. 9 and 10 not required. 11 to 15? Shall I explain the logic? Now just a few minutes. Now in this one, now again, how many elements are there? 12 elements, 6 steps, 12 elements, 6 steps. That means in each step 2 elements are being arranged. Then what is the final logic here? Numbers in the decreasing order. Again words are also in the descending order, isn't it? And at the same time, now how they are arranged. Now 16 the least number at the first place and the word, the least word as the last place. Now these two were arranged and further 16 shifted to the next step in further steps, and arc A is as it is, but as the next in the next step the next word will be arranged to the left hand side. Next word, next word, next word, and so on. Clear now? And second. Now if you observe here, all the 5 questions are based on a single input. Whenever all the questions are based on a single input, please do not try to work out this one directly. If you try to work out this one directly, each and every question, then what happens here? Each and every question you are supposed to pay some concentration on this one, isn't it? Hence it itself will take lots of time and that too confusing. Hence as it is based on a single, work out all the steps. 6, how many steps will be there? 6 steps. 5 questions will be given on 6 steps. On each and every step there will be a question, isn't it? Hence it is always advisable you to work out the entire procedure if it is based on a single input. For each and every question, if it is a different input, then it is not at all advisable, okay? Because yesterday you have discussed about, isn't it? Then next one, 11 to 17 done, then 18 onwards. Yes, question number 18 onwards. Question numbers please. Data sufficiency. How is boy coded in the code language? No boy lives here, and that boy asks us, and that boy asks us, and that boy asks us, and no boy lives here. Yes, what is the word which is common here? Boy is the word which is common. One word is common, that to boy, and the code to the word boy can be identified. Isn't it? Boy can be identified. Then one alone is sufficient as of now. And in the second one, that boy is fine, boy is run. Now here there are two words, boy and is are the two words which are common, two codes will be common, the boy, the code to the word boy cannot be identified individually. Two alone is not sufficient, and so only one alone is sufficient. One alone choice please, choice 3 is the answer. Now this is about question number 18, then 19th one. Yes, tell me what is 19 here? Who is the mother-in-law of T? Now the question is about the mother-in-law of T. In order to identify the mother-in-law of T, then tell me which statement is required. T is the mother of both R and B. T is the mother of these two persons R and B. T is the mother of these two persons R and B, and J is the father of B. J is the father of B means T and J are married to each other, and J is the son of N and S. As J is the son of both N and S, then who is the father-in-law of this one? Who is the father-in-law of T? Sorry, who is the mother-in-law of T? Either N or S. As the genders of these two persons N and S is not clearly given, one alone is not sufficient. Either N could be mother-in-law or S could be mother-in-law. One alone is not sufficient. L is the sister-in-law of T. As L is the sister-in-law of T, then whatever sister-in-law here, sister-in-law means there are two possibilities. What are those two possibilities? T is spouse's sister or T is brother's husband, brother's wife. And L is the sister-in-law of T. R is the son of T. T is here. R is the son of T, and S is the father of L. N is the grandmother of R. N is the grandmother of R. Now sir, here we got that N is the grandmother of R. Now here we are having two possibilities to this sister-in-law, hence 2 alone is not sufficient, isn't it? 2 alone is not sufficient, then we should combine this. Now here, why choice 1, why statement 1 alone is not sufficient? Because we could not able to determine the gender. Now in the second one clearly given N is the grandmother, N is a female. As N is a female, yes, I got the answer. And how do I got the answer? Only by combining these two statements. Both the statements are, that means the data in both the statements are required. Data in both the statements, that is choice 5. And this is about question number 19. Then 20th. As 20 please. 5 people S, T, U, V, W are seated around a circular table. Some are inward and some. And who is to the immediate left? Some of them are inward and some of them are outward is clearly given. Then who is sitting to the immediate left of you? Only 2 people facing outside. 2 outside and 3 inside. S is seated second to the right of W. W is seated second to the left of U. T is seated second to the right of S. V is seated second to the right of T. Isn't it? Hence 1 alone is not sufficient. Yes, tell me whether 1 alone is sufficient or not. 1 alone is sufficient or not. Yes, how it is sufficient. 2 people are facing outside clearly given, that means 3 persons must be inward. S is seated second to the right of W. If you take W is facing towards the center, that is one possibility. Then what is the other possibility we can have here? W can be away from the center, 2 possibilities. Then S is seated second to the right of W. Second to the right of W, in the first case S is here, second to the right of W, S will be here. And W is seated second to the left of U. W is seated second to the left of U. Hence in this case W is seated second to the left of U, U must be away from the center, isn't it? Now in this one W is seated second to the left of U, U is here and U must be facing towards the center. W is seated second to the left of U. Next one, T is seated second to the right of S. As T is seated second to the right of S, now T is here and seated second to the right of S, S must be facing towards the center. Then only T is seated second to the right of S. As T is seated second to the right of, T is seated second to the right of S. As T is seated second to the right of S, T will be here, then S will be outside. T is seated second to the right of S, V is seated second to the right of T. As V is seated second to the right of T, then in this one, V is seated second to the right of T, this V is facing towards which direction? T is facing the center. V is seated second to the right of T. Then, now in this one, V is seated second to the right of T, then V will be here. As V is here, this person is away from the center. As this person is away from the center, then V. Whatever this V, yes, any information regarding this V? What is the question here? Who is sitting to the immediate left of V? Can you identify the answer or not? Yes, can you determine the answer or not? No, why it is no? Now the direction of this V is not known. In the first case as well as in the second case, the direction of V is not known. But whereas, what is the information given here? Only two people are facing outside. But as in the second case, if you take this one, there are three persons who are facing outside, this case is ruled out. As this case is ruled out, then as only two persons are facing outside, now in the first one, as of now three persons are facing inside, and the next person must also be away from the center. Are you getting the answer or not? Who is seated to the immediate left of V? Yes, is to the immediate left. Though the direction is not given. This is the very basic reason why I have explained this one by taking two possibilities. Yes, how many of you got only one? With the help of one. Good. Next one. Condition number 2. Yes, what about condition number 2 here? One alone is sufficient as of now. Then the next one, U is seated second to the left of W. U is seated, both the immediate neighbors of U face the center. Both the immediate neighbors of U faces the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both the immediate neighbors of U face the center. S is not an immediate S. Yes, are you getting the answer with this one or not? No. Why it is no? Because how many are inward and how many are outward is not clearly given. If 1 is inward, 4 will be outward, 2 is inward, 3 will be outward, 3 is inward, and 2 will be outward, and so on, isn't it? But that information is, that is the only difference between condition number 1 and condition number 2. In condition number 1, 2 are outside is given, but as in condition number 2, how many are inward or how many are outward is not given, hence 2 alone is not at all sufficient. Then, what is the choice here? Only 1 alone is sufficient, that is choice 4. Choice 4 is the answer, question number 20. Then 21st. Then question number 21st. What is the question here? Which car among this, which car among A, B, C, D and E is the second fastest? Second fastest means out of these 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Second shortest, second fastest, now we need to identify the second position. Yes. Then B is faster than only one car. Only one car. B is faster than only one car. Tell me what should the position of this be? B must be at the 4th place. It is faster than only one car. It is slower than the remaining 3 cars. B is faster than only one car. A is faster than E. A is faster than E. And C is faster than D. A is faster than E. C is faster than D. Next one. C's average speed is 41 kilometers. Now C's average speed is 41 kilometers. Then tell me what is your answer here. Then the question is about what? The question is about is the second fastest. Yes, which can be the second fastest? Either A can be the second fastest or C can be the second fastest, or between E and D also one can be the second fastest. Hence, one alone is not sufficient. Then coming to the second one, D is faster than A and B. Now this D is faster than both these two A and B. D's average speed is 39 kilometers and E's average speed is 29. D's is 39, D 39 and E is so much? E is 29, hence E is lesser than this one. The average speed of the fastest car is 41. Fastest car is what? 41, isn't it? Hence with the help of this one also we cannot able to determine. Okay? Then 1 alone is not sufficient, 2 alone is not sufficient. As these two. Then now we need to combine these. If you combine these two, now A is here, A and C, either D, E. Now sir, in this one if you observe here. Now in this one if you observe here, how many cars we have? 5 cars. As 5 cars are there, now we need to identify which one? The second. Now the second fastest car should be identified in this. Then, now D is faster than both A and B. As D is faster than both A and B, D is faster than A and D is faster than B as well. And again, A is faster than E. As A is faster than E, isn't it? And B will be somewhere here because A must be before this D. And between C and D, what is the statement here? C is more than D. Then what is the answer here? C, D, A, B, E. Are we getting the answer or not? And C, D, A, B, E is the order. Then, which is the second here? D is the second. How are we getting the answer? Only by combining both the statements twice. Only 2,000. D 39. Ikkada తీసుకున్నాం. D is how much? No. D is average speed. D is faster than A and B. D is how much? D is 39. Fastest is 41. D is 39. No. D is 39. ఇక్కడ రావచ్చు కదా D. No. And D is more than A and B. Sorry. Yes, D is more than both these two A and B. At the same time, D is more than. As 2 alone is sufficient. Why 2 alone is sufficient here? D 39 is given. At the same time, D is more than A and B, and D is more than E. Now this D is more than 3. This D is more than 3. A, B and E. As this D is more than 3 cars, hence D must be at this place or at the first place, 1 or 2. But whereas D speed is clearly given. What is the speed here? D speed is 39, highest is 41. This cannot be D, hence D is here. Hence only 2 alone is sufficient. Clear now? 2 alone is sufficient. Then what is your answer here? The data in 2 alone. Choice please. Choice 1. 2 alone, that is choice 1 is the answer. Now question number 21. It is choice 1. Done with this? Then question number 22. JKLMNO live on 6 different floors of a 6-floored building. JKLMNO 6 different floors of a 6-floored building, and whereas the lowermost floor is number 1 and so on. Now floors 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, these are the floors. Now among these floors, now we need to find out what is the question here. The question is about on which floor does K live. Now we need to identify the position of K. Then first one, only 3 people live between L's floor, hence L must be on the 4th floor, and N lives immediately below K. N is immediately below K. Only 4 people between M and N. As only 4 people between M and N, now N can be either at the first place or second place and so on. Then if you check out here, if N is here, how many floors in between? 4 people between. If N is here, 4 in between 1, 2, 3, 4, M must be here. This is the only possibility we have. If N is here, then K must be at this place. Are we getting the answer or not? Okay, though the information is not given about the remaining 2 persons, we are not bothered about, because the question is about the person who is K's place. Now K's place can be definitely identified. Hence only 1 alone is sufficient. Then coming to the second one, N lives on an odd number floor. Only 3 people live between N and J. N odd number floor, only 3 in between N and J. If N is here, that is one possibility. And next N can be here, that is the second possibility. N can be here, that is the third possibility. Out of these 3, and only 3 people between N and J. In the first case, 3 people between N and J, J must be on the 5th floor. And in the second case, is it possible here? Not at all possible. Hence this case is completely ruled out. Then in this one, N and 3 people between N and J, J can be on the first floor. Hence N and J will be on the first and the 5th places, isn't it? As one of the person is an odd number floor, 3 persons in between, the other person must also be in an odd number floor, isn't it? Hence 1 and 5 must be the case. The next one, only 2 people live between M and O. As only 2 people live between M and O, then what is the possibility here? MRO or MRO, and this is the only possibility, isn't it? Only 2 people between M and O, here also 2 people between M and O. Then only 2 people between O does not live on the topmost floor. As O is not on the topmost floor, M will be here. As M is here, then O will be here. The next one, O does not live on, and L does not live on floor number 2. As L does not live on floor number 2, hence L must be on 4th floor. If L is on the 4th floor, K will be here. L does not live on 4th floor, hence L is at this place. If L is here, then K will be. Though we are getting two different possibilities, isn't it? The order is different in these two. Though we are getting two different possibilities, but where the answer what we are getting is the one and the same. K is living on the 2nd floor. Are we getting the answer or not? Hence 1 alone is sufficient, 2 alone is sufficient, each statement alone is sufficient. Hence it is given in choice place, choice 4. Is this clear? Next one, 23 and 24, coded inequalities, 23 and 24. Yes, anyone please? Next one, 25 to 30. Question numbers 25 to 30, syllogisms. Yes, any question among this? 25 to 30. Chapter edana question explain cheyamantara 25 to 30. 25. Now 25, 25. As to which batch you belongs to? Yes, what is your batch number? Now, question number 25. Some distances are ours. Now, these are the distances which are ours, distance and hours, and some distances are speed. Some distances are ours, some distances are speed, isn't it? Now, this is the basic diagram. And no distance is a minute. No distance is a minute means no intersection between distance and minute. Now, this is the basic diagram. Now, with the help of this one, now, sir, if you observe here, both these two are what? Both these two are possibilities, isn't it? As both these can never be. What do you mean by this can never be? Can never be means all speeds can never be minutes means all speeds are minutes is not possible. This is how to represent the data. All speeds are not, all speeds are minutes is not possible. This is how to represent the data. All speeds are minutes is not possible. As all speeds are minutes, is it possible or not possible? Tell me. Now, whether the question is about a possibility or not a possibility, in both the cases, we should always check out for possibility only. Now, all speeds are possible or not, tell me. Now, these are the speeds. Now, we need to write like this. All speeds are what? What is m here? Minutes. Now, this is minute. All speeds are minutes. Is it possible to me? No. Why it is not possible? Because this is the intersection between this distance and minute. It cannot be intersected. Hence, for me it is not possible. His claim is also that it is not at all possible. Done with this? Then 1. Then coming to the second one, all hours or minutes is a possible. All hours or minutes means? Now tell me, all hours or minutes, is it possible? No, it is not possible. Why it is not possible? All hours or minutes. In order to make this one, your minutes should be like this. If you draw your minutes like this, then no minute is a distance will be false. Hence, it is possible or not possible? Not possible. His claim is that possibility. Hence, his claim is wrong. Then what is your answer here? Only one follows. Only one it is given in which choice? Choice 5 is the answer. Done? Question number 25. Yes, what is the choice you got? Yes, what is the choice you got? Only one follows. Yes, anything else to be discussed in this one? 25 to 30. Then next, 31, 32, 33. Now question number 33, not required. Then 34, now question number 34. A teacher in AB school. Now question number 34, it is again based on critical reasoning. A teacher in AB school, AB high school. A teacher in AB high school announced a surprise test for class 9th students. Surprise test, which would be based on the first 3 chapters of their history textbook. Okay? Then which of the following may be assumed in the given statement? Assumption. Now, whose assumption should be taken here? The teacher's assumption before deciding this one should be considered. What is the reason behind this teacher to put a surprise test? Isn't to conduct a surprise test to these students? Then first one, the other teachers. Now in the first one is talking about other teachers. Is there any, now what this person, what this teacher is thinking about the other teachers is not clearly specified in the statement, that is ruled out. Done? Hence with the help of this word other we can directly rule out this one, and this is the very basic reason why we keep on highlighting the words. The next one, the class 9th students of AB High School have already been taught the first 3 chapters of the history textbook. Isn't it? That was there in your mind or not? Why she has restricted it only for the first 3? Because assuming that they might have completed. And without completing those chapters, she cannot put a surprise test on this one. As she has decided to put a surprise test on this one, which implies that these topics might have completed. Isn't it? As tomorrow, I am going to conduct an examination to you. That is the final PO tied to examination. If I give the statement like this, PO tied to examination, when can I keep that examination here? Only for the students for which the course was completed. And without the course has been completed, I cannot conduct a PO tied to examination for you people, isn't it? And for a new student, I cannot put that one. Why I cannot put this one? Because he is not, most of the topics for that person is in the class that was not completed. As it was not completed, it will be very difficult for that person to attempt that paper, isn't it? Hence, what is your answer here? 2 is the answer. Done with this? Now question numbers 35 to 37. As question numbers 35 to 37, tell me what is the information here? Now, this is again, if you observe here, these days we are consistently giving these type of questions, isn't it? Paragraph based is followed by A, B, C, D and F, and because these type of questions are a regular feature in your Canara Bank type of examination. And recently in IBPS PO also has given some 3 questions of this model only. Then, now the principal of school A. Now here, the principal of what? School A has blamed the school's poor performance, blamed the school's poor performance in standard 11 board, 12th board examinations on the fact. What is the fact here? That most of the children prepared for joint entrance examination. Why the scores have come down? Because of the fact that poor performance, because of what? Because they are not concentrating much on this board examinations, rather than they are concentrating only on JEE examinations, isn't it? Hence, this is the very basic reason. The principal of school has blamed the schools poor performance. What is the reason here? The reason is these people are not paying concentration on the board examinations, rather they are preparing for JEE. Okay, the priority has completely changed. What is the priority here? For the students, the priority is JEE rather than board examinations. Then, held for engineering colleges of XYZ rather than the board examinations as clearly specified. Then let us discuss about each and every statement. There had been many incidents of strikes and termination of teachers due to conflicts with the management in school A last year. Now, sir, A. What is he discussing about this A? This A is the cause for poor result. This could be one of the cause for poor result. But whereas, though this is one of the cause for the poor result, but this person principal is not blaming, isn't it? Because what is the cause here given? Now there had been many incidents of strikes were there, termination of teachers, and isn't it? Termination of teachers means the faculty were not proper and they didn't have sufficient faculty and they could not able to complete the entire syllabus in that particular time. This could be the reason why the performance has gone down. But where this person is not blaming on that one, and rather than he is blaming on what? He is blaming on the preparation of JEE, isn't it? Hence, this is what? This one, we can discuss out this one. This could be one of the cause for poor performance or not. Then B. A cutoff percentage in standard 12 should be stipulated to be eligible for the JEE in order to discourage this practice. What is the practice here? Now, sir, all the students are going for what? Are preparing for JEE examinations rather than this one. Hence, if at all a cutoff percentage in standard 12th is there, then what happens here? Then they will give much preference to this one rather than that one. As it was not there, hence these people are preparing for that. And this is what? This is an assumption of this person in order to solve the above problem, isn't it? What could be the assumption here? then a cutoff percentage should be according to that person's view. A percentage should be there. If there is a percentage in this board examination, unless and otherwise a minimum percentage this person has attained, he is not eligible to write the examination. Then what happens here? Definitely these people will concentrate on the board examinations rather than this one. Okay? And this could be an assumption of this one. Then third one, for entry into college colleges XYZ, standard 12th examination scores are not renewed, isn't it? That means not considered. Yes. Why these students are preparing here? Because they are not giving preference to the academics, preference to the board examinations, but why they are preferring to this one? Because it is not a compulsory for this one. And while joining in these colleges, they are not giving preference to the board scores. As they are not giving preference to this one, hence these students are preparing only for the entrance examination rather than the board examination, isn't it? Hence this is the cause. This is the cause for what? Cause for the students, okay? Cause for the students why they are preparing for JEE examination. Though we are having two different causes, one is the cause for poor result and the next one we are discussing about why the students are preparing. This is the cause. The next one, D, JEE for engineering college is more sought after by the students than JEE for medical. Is there any comparison between these two? No, hence D is nowhere not related at all, because it is based on a comparison. Nothing has been specified about the medical colleges. Such students means, now here he is discussing about whom? The students who are preferring to for JEE rather than this board examination. Such students who clear the JEE had also scored well in board examinations, isn't it? Has also scored well in board examinations owing to the fact that syllabi for both is the same. The syllabus is for, the syllabi for both these two is the same. As syllabi for both these two is the same. Hence if they prepare this one, they could be able to score much in this one also. And this is what? Yes, tell me what is this one? This is weakening the argument of whom? Weakening the argument of that principal. This principal is claiming that as they are preparing for this one, they are preparing for JEE examinations and their board scores were down and their poor performance because of this one only. But as here, the statement is that those persons who are preparing for that one could able to score more in this one because the syllabi is one for both them. Now, if you take for example those who have completed SBI, who have cleared SBI PO Type 2, isn't it? Then those people could able to clear the Tier 1 of clerical or not? Why you could able to clear clerical Tier 1? Because now it is the most difficult part SBI PO. As you have cleared that one, obviously you can clear this one. Those persons who have cleared Group 1 examination can clearly clear Group 4 examinations, isn't it? Because the level of difficulty will be very, very less. Then similarly here also this is weakens whom? Weakens principal's argument. Weakens principal's argument. Then F, those students who did not prepare for the JEE scored, but than those who did. Yes, any information regarding this one? In the above statement is talking about only the persons who are preparing for JEE exam. Hence, each assumption regarding the persons who are not preparing for JEE examination is not clearly given in the statement. ఎవరైతే ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వట్లేదో వాళ్ళ గురించి ఈయనేం అనుకుంటున్నాడో మనకి స్టేట్మెంట్లో ఎక్కడ ఇవ్వలేదు. స్టేట్మెంట్లో ఎవరి గురించి మాట్లాడాడు? ఎవరైతే ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారో వాళ్ళ గురించే మాట్లాడాడు. Then what about the F here? F is, we can take it as not related. Then coming to these questions. The vice principal of school A, the students should have avoided preparing simultaneously for board examinations and JEE as, now this is riding. Riding on two boards has never led anyone to the desired destination. Now this is, which of the following weakens the vice principal's idea? Yes, tell me which weakens the vice principal's idea? E weakens the vice, because here we have clearly discussed about that one. Isn't it? Now here in E has clearly specified those who are preparing for this one can be successful in both these two. But as here this person's statement is, if they are preparing for these two, you cannot be thorough in any one of these two. Hence it is weakens. As question number 36, implicit. Yes, what do you mean by this implicit? Only in one type of question should have the word implicit. What is that one? Assumption. Implicit is nothing but an assumption. Whenever you find this implicit, it is always asked in the assumption only. Implicit means the hidden meaning. Hidden meaning of the other will be discussed only in the case of assumption. Now, assumptions, conclusions, inferences, strong and weak arguments, courses of action, cause and effect, assertion and reason. In all these 7 topics, nowhere we will discuss about this implicit. We will discuss about this implicit only in the assumptions. Isn't it? Whenever you have implicit, take it as an assumption question. Hence, what is the assumption here? Which is the assumption? B is the assumption, that is choice. Then question number 37. Now, in this 37, which of the given statements proves the fact that principal has putting the blame on the wrong cause? Yes, tell me. Principal is putting on the blame on the wrong cause. What is the main reason here? The reason is something else, but yes, he is blaming on the other thing. Hence, what is something else here? Cause for poor performance is completely different. What is that one? A. The reason is what? The reason, there were some conflicts between the teachers and the administration, isn't it? Hence, most of the teachers left this one. They could not able to complete the syllabus within the time, and that is the reason for poor performance. It is not because of the students preparing for JEE. Done with this? Hence, what is your answer here? A is answer. This is how to work out these type of questions. First, we should analyze the statements. Rather than analyzing this one, if you go through the questions and again come back, and all the choices, all A, B, C, D and E, okay, will get confused, and you seems everything will be your answer. Chala problem avutundi. Andike first then find a chase randi, then you will have some clarity. The next one. Yes, question numbers 38 to 43. 38 to 43 and 44 to 49. Which one should I explain this one? Done these two? Then 50. What about question number 50 here? Now in this question number 50, now here is discussing about over the last 7 years. Now last 7 years, we should underline this one. And the number of students applying for PhD has been declining. From the last 7 years, what happens is the number of students who are applying for this PhD is decreasing. Why it is decreasing? This is one of the observations made by a professor while looking at the data gathered from the top 20. Here he is talking about the top 20 universities of country A. In the top 20 universities of country A, from the last 7 years, the number of people who are applying for this, for what PhDs is declining. What could be the reason? Now, what could be the cause or what could be the reason? Yes, what could be the reason here? Because maybe, yes, tell me what could be the reason? Generally think about this one. Why these people are not preferring? Maybe there is a case wherein the persons who are doing PhD are not getting special treatment, or they were not preferred at all, isn't it? There were no more and more job opportunities. Hence, they are not showing interest. When will any person show interest in any course? No, most of you people are not applying for SSC. Why? You are not preparing for SSC, rather than you are preparing for bank PO, though it is a, okay, though the competition is very high. Why it was so? Chappan, enduku bank PO enduku prepare avutunnaru, SSC enduku prepare avutledu? Double cheto pattukochunandi. Yes, what is the reason? Now in this one, now in this bank PO, what happens here? Every year, okay, now the recruitment and the procedure, everything will be, the calendar will be given, and he will always stick to the calendar. But whereas for SSC, no one knows when the examination will be conducted, if at all the examination is conducted, whether that will be taken care of or not, whether that will be scrapped or not, isn't it? And if any one person will go to the court, and again that will be kept a hold. Now from the last 3 years, now 3 years back, examination is still continuing. Now they are supposed to cancel that one also. And this is the very basic reason why you are preferring for bank PO, though the competition is high. Isn't it? Similarly here also, why these people are doing this one, not preferring that? Maybe there is no chance for that, isn't it? There were no opportunities for that. Hence, what could be your answer? Tell me. First one, students who have already have a PhD or at least registered for it have an advantage over others when it comes to jobs outside country A. Students who are already a PhD or at least registered for it have an advantage for others. If there is an advantage, then what happens here? They will not decline. Okay? Now the number of people will increase because there is an advantage by doing so. They are declining because there is no advantage. Hence, first one cannot be your answer. Then, second, those applications which were rejected because of low scores. Easy talking, anything regarding these scores? No. Now, this because of these scores, we are straight away ruled out this one. In 2006, the initial salary package in 75%, that means 3/4 of the companies in country A, here he is talking about this country, was made the same for postgraduate and PhD holders. As there is no differentiate between these two, then why to go for this one? Hence, they are not showing any interest because they are considering this for those postgraduate PG students and the PhD students on the par. As they are treating both those persons on at par, hence they are not preferring to go this one, isn't it? Hence, what is your answer here? Choice 3 is the answer. Done? Yes, next, anything else? Number series. Questions please. Inka unnayandi number series. Yes, question number 69. The question in this question, a number series is given. After the series, a number is given followed by A, B, C, D and E. But to complete the series starting with the given number following the sequence of origins. The same logic should be followed, isn't it? Same logic should be followed. First we should identify the logic, then starting with the first number as the given number, then we should apply the same logic. As 9, 8, 12, 92 and 435. 92 and 435 means the number is increasing at a very fast rate, it must be under combination. Now 92 and 435, it is nearer to what? 92 into how much? Into 5. 92 into 5? 920 by 2 is 460. 460 and this is how much? 435. 460 and 435, the difference between these two is into 5 minus 5. As this is into 5 minus 5, then 27 9 into 4. 27 into 4, 50, 108, 108 minus 16. Now into 5 minus 5 into 4 minus 16 means next one will be into 3 minus 9. Next one into 2 minus 4. 8 into 2, 16 minus 4. Now this is into 1 minus 1, isn't it? Into 1 minus 1. Then similarly 7, starting with 7. 7 into 1 minus 1 is 6. 6 into 2 minus 4 is how much? 12 minus 4, 8. 8 into 3 minus 9. 24 minus 9 is how much? 24 minus 9, 15, that is choice 4 is the answer. Done with this? Into 1 minus 1 square, into 2 minus 2 square, into 3 minus 3 square is the logic in this one. Now starting with what? Starting with the first number, then you should apply the same logic. 15, choice 4. Then question number 70, 48, 24. Yes, 48, 24, 36, 90. Yes, any, now 48 and 24 can be written as into 0.5, 24 and 36 into 1.5, 36 and 90 into 2.5, then into 3.5, 270 plus 45, into 3.5 and so on. It is continuing like this. Then similarly, starting with what? 20. Now we should identify D. 20 into 0.5 is how much? 10. 10 into 1.5 is how much? 15. Now 15 into 2.5 is how much? 37 and half. 15 into 2 is how much? 30. 15 by 2 is 7.5. 30 plus 7.5, 37.5. This is how to count this. Next one, into 3.5. Yes, 37 into 3.5 is how much? 37 into 3, isn't it? Now it is nearer to what? Nearer to? No. 112.5. 112.5 it is given in which choice here? 131.25. 131. Why it is 131 here? 37 into 3 is how much? 90 plus 21 will be around 121. Isn't it? 90 plus 21, 111. And 111 and 37.5. 0.5 will be how much? And this will be around 15. Hence it will be around 131.25, choice 3. Then next one. 71. 7, 9, 21, 67. Again 273, 1371, the numbers are increasing at a very faster rate. It must be under combination. And again in the case of combination, we should check out at what? Highest number. What is the highest number here? Tell me. The highest number in this one is 273 and 1371. 200 and 1300. Hence, it must be around 6 into 6. 273 into 6 minus, now 273 into 6 will be into 5. Now 270 into 6 will be how much? 27 into 6? 27 into 6, 81, 81, 162, it is coming under 1600. Hence, it cannot be the case. Hence, let us try with 115 into 5. Into 5 is how much? 273 into 5. So, 3 into 5, that is 15, 1365. Here it is plus 6 into 5 plus 6. As it is into 5 plus 6, now 67. 67 into 4 into 4 into 4 is 68 plus 5. Now we got the logic. Into 5 into 4, next one into 3 is plus 4, and this is into 2 plus 3, and this must be into 1 plus 2. Into 1 plus 2, into 2 plus 3, into 3 plus 4, into 4 plus 5, into 5 plus 6. Next one, starting with what? Starting with 6. 6 into 1 plus 2, tell me what is the number? 8. 8 into 2 plus 3, 17. Now this is A and this is B. Like it has given for only B, choice 2 is the answer. Done with this? 19, no? Into 2 plus 3, 19. 19 that is given in choice 1, sorry, 19, choice 1. Into 2, 16 plus 3, 19, choice 1 is the answer. Then question number 72, again 72. Now 72, if you observe here, starting with 8, ending with 1400, again the numbers are increasing at a very faster rate, hence it must be under which category? Again the combination 279 and 1404. Yes, tell me what is the logic here? Again, into, no, 279 and 114. Now first let us check out this one, into 5. 280 into 5 will be 1400, isn't it? Now into 5 plus how much? Plus 9. Plus 9, isn't it? 1395 plus 9 is 1405. Then as this is into 5 plus 1, then into 4. Now if you take out 68 into 4 plus how much? Into 4 plus 7. Then into 5 into 4, this is into 3, this is into 2, this is into 1. Then plus 9 plus 7 plus 5, and this is plus 3, and this is plus 1. 8 into 1 plus 1, 9 into 2, 18 plus 3, 21 into 3, 63 plus 5, 68 into 4 plus 7. Then coming with 5. Now 5 into 1 plus 1 is how much? 5 into 1 plus 1 is 6, 6 into 2 plus 3. 5 into 1 plus 2 kada? Into 1 plus 1. Now 8 into 1 plus 1, 9 into 1, 3, 5, 7 are odd numbers. Then 5 into how much? 5 into 1 plus 1, that is 6, and 6 into 2 plus 3, 15, and 15 into 3 plus how much? 5, that is 50, and 50 into 4 plus 7, that is 207, that is choice 3. Done, 207, choice 3. Now this is about question number 72. Then coming to 73. Yes, tell me what is the logic here. 4, 7, 19 and so on. 4, 7, 19, 73, 361 and 2161. Again the number is increased by a lot. Hence it must be under combination. 361 into 5 will be around 1800, and now here. Now we cannot multiply this one with into 1, into 2, into 3 and so on. Now we should have some approximation. Now 360 into 5 will be how much? 1800. Now this is 2161. How much more than that one? 300 more. Hence it will be another time. Hence into 6. 361 into 6. 31 into 6 is 2160. 2166 minus 7 or 5? Minus 5. Amma, meer nannu tappu pettinchestunaru meer. Now 31 into 6 minus 5. Okay, 2166 minus 1, 2161. Okay, 2161. Next one 73 and 361. 73 into 5 minus 4 into 6 into 5. Which is in the into 3 into 2 into 1. And 5, 4, this is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Isn't it? Now 6, 5, 4. This is 4, this is 3, this is 2. 4 into 2 minus 1, and 7 into 3 minus 2, 19 into 14, 4 minus 3 and so on. And similarly 8. Now tell me what is the logic here. 8 into 2, 16 minus 1, 15. Next one 15 into 3, 15 into 3, 45. 45 minus 2, 43. And 43 into how much? 4. 43 into 4 is how much? 86, 86. 172. 172 minus 3, 169. 169, choice 1 is the answer. Question number 73, choice 1. Then question number 74, again, starting with 2, ending with 555. Numbers are increasing at a very fast rate. It must be under which category? It must be under combination. Then check out here. 430 and 555. 430 cannot be multiplied with 2. If you multiply with this one, that will be around 860. Hence, if you start from there, 2, 11, 52, 183 and 430 and 550. It cannot be multiplied with 1, 2 and so on. Hence, I am multiplying with 1 plus what is the difference here? 125. Yes, what is this 125? 125 is nothing but a perfect cube, 5 cube. Then coming to this one, 183 and 430. 183 and 430, what is the relation here? 183 into 3 cannot be. If it is into 3, that will be around 540s. Hence, it must be into 2. If it is into 2, what is the answer here? 366. 366 and 430. What is the difference here? 64 is the difference. 4 cube. The next one. Now this one into 3. Now 52 into 3, 156. Plus how much? 27. Now this is into 2. Plus how much? 8. This is into 1 plus. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be 4. 11 into 4 plus 8. 44 plus 8. Now this must be into 5. 2 into 5, 10. 10 plus 1. Into 5, into 4, into 3, into 2, into 1. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube are added. Then what is the number here? 4. Now 4 into 5 plus 1 is 21. Now 21 into 4 plus 8. 21 into 4, 84 plus 8 is how much? 84, 90, 92. 92 is the answer. Done with this? 92, that is choice 3. Now here, again.